Hey guys, welcome to the next tutorial of ethical hacking and penetration testing via Kali Linux. So in the previous tutorial, I taught you how we can go ahead and get into the system and get the hash passwords for our Windows 7 thing. So as you can see, when I ran the hashdom database, I have already received the password. I did not even need to go ahead and crack that. So I'll go ahead and show you this once more if you want, but this is how it works likely. And as I told you that it gave me out the hash password, but over here it also gave me out the exact password, that was abcd@123. So if you are not able to go ahead and get this password, if you had some tough password which has multiple characters and everything, then you need to go ahead and run the auxiliary auxiliary run auxiliary slash analyze and slash JTR, I believe it, crack underscore fast run auxiliary analyze fast. Let me just check if I have auxiliary slash analyze slash JTR underscore crack underscore fast. And if you're unable to run this, you need to go ahead and run this command, or you can also go ahead and type use over here. But I don't believe that you would need to use that, because when you go ahead and use the hash thing, you already easily go ahead and get the password for that, as I have got over here. So that's how you can go ahead and use this. And once you have this password, you can simply go ahead and gain access to that using a remote desktop or whichever you want. So but that's not it. There are many other things that you can go ahead and do. Let's say, for example, I have this test1 file and I have these two things over here, and I wanted to run these two as a, let's say, these two commands, netstat and cmd. So I can go ahead and try to run those files from over here. Let's see where we are exactly. I am in system 32, so I'll just go ahead and get back to, let's see where I am. Okay, I'm still in Windows and I am in C drive right now. So I'll just go to users and let's check. We have the test user, so I'll go to test user and I'll go to desktop. Perfect. And now I want to go ahead and run this test1 file, so let's go ahead and check if I can do that. Resource space, and so I need to go ahead and give the test file, so I'll just type test1.txt. So okay, no such file .txt. Let me check. Test1. Okay. I'm sorry for that. It's not the file that we have stored over here. Sorry for that. And if you wanted to go ahead and run any specific commands from our computer that I had over here, then I can go ahead and do that. So let me check the local working directory. I'm in SET. So let me check. I can just go ahead and create a new script over here, and I can go ahead and run that for this computer. So there is one way of doing that. Let me check. I have not yet tried that as of till now. So let's check test txt, and I'll just go ahead and let's say cmd and netstat. These are two commands that I want to run. Let's see if I can run them. It is just test. Okay, perfect. As you can see, I ran all of these commands just by which I had written over here, and I was mistaken. It was not over here, it was over here. So if you want to go ahead and get into a system, quickly do what you want to do and get out, then you can go ahead and already create a list of commands that you want to do, and you can go ahead and run that through the interpreter prompt. So cmd did not work because it was a need to go ahead and install. I can only run what is there inside a command prompt, so that's the reason it did not run. Netstat ran perfectly, and if I go ahead and let's say I write ipconfig and I'll save it, if I go ahead and run the resource again, I'll get the ifconfig file. So, and if I want to go ahead and read that directory, so let me check. Okay, I need to go ahead. I'll just go ahead and okay, back. Perfect. Now over here, if I want to go ahead and I have this ABC file, this is an awesome file, and if I need to go ahead and run that, I can just go ahead and type, let me first check where I am. I'm in desktop, so I can just type cat, and I can type over here abc to txt. As you can see, I have, this is an awesome file, and any number of time you can run, you will see whatever is there in this directory. Perfect. Now okay, so next thing that I would like to do is I need to go and upload something from my computer into that computer. So this is something that you would want to do at the very start, and not something like from over here. So where I am doing right now, after getting the system, you would not want to do that. So the first thing that I would like to do is to search where my payload is. That is over here, payload.exe. I'll just let me check. Okay, I'm still SCT. So I want to upload /user share SCT and payload.exe, and now I want to state where I want to go ahead and run that or upload that. So I'll have to type the specific place's name. So I need to go ahead and insert that. So I need to go ahead and type let's say, wait, I'm already there, so I don't need to. Perfect. I can straight away go ahead and do this. So I'll just type C colon, and let's say I want to go ahead and just need to go ahead and insert this later on. First I need to insert the route where I want to go, and the name of the file would be, let's say, if I want to copy it into the C drive, or let's say I want to copy it on the test user, that is the desktop over here. So I'll type users, I'll just copy it. I'll just copy it from over here and paste it over here, and I can go ahead and see users, test user, desktop, and the name of the file would be, let's say, I want to copy it to the desktop, but I want it to be, no, I already have a payload on desktop, so I'll just copy it into C. Fine. So the name would be, let's say, for example, payload period exe, and I want to know where it is exactly, so I'll type /user. Let me check if I could just go ahead and type payload.exe. Okay, command, no such file or directory, c payload.exe. That will be the file name. Okay, sorry, actually it should have been exactly the opposite. The payload should be over here, and the C drive should be over here. Okay, perfect, uploaded. So let's go ahead and check the C drive right now. As you can see, I have the payload file. So similarly, you can go ahead and just simply copy it to the startup drive of Windows, and it will run just perfectly fine. If you want to check where you are working right now, so you can just type get wd. I will show you where you are right now. If you want to check which local directory are you in the Kali Linux, so you can type get lwd, that's get local working directory. If you want to change the local working directories file, then you can go and type lcd. For our remote, you need to type cd, again mkdir, mv, you know, and all of these, most of these things are the same, except that if you want to go ahead and port forward or forward a local port to a remote service, then you need to type port fwd to go ahead and port forward anything. If you want to go ahead and view and modify the routing table, then you can go ahead and type route, and you will see all the routing tables over here. So port forward would be again be the same thing, and 0 total local ports forwarded, because I have not yet provided anything to that. If you want to steal token of something, you can just go ahead and type steal underscore token, and it will go ahead and try to steal a token of specific PID that I need to go ahead and insert, and I can later go ahead and use that to create an impersonation token. If I go and type suspend, it will straight away go ahead and delete, or sorry, it will straight away go ahead and suspend our remote computer. Get prefs is what I have told you previously. I can also go ahead and get the username of the current session by typing get UID. And I am system right now. As you can see, if I was previously the administrator, I would be shown as the administrator. Now these are fine, but there are still other things that you would want to know, like killing a process. You need to just type kill. To get the list of running process, you can just type ps, or get PID to get the current process identifier, or reboot to go ahead and remove the local host. But what if you want to go ahead and edit the registry file? We can do that as well. You just need to type reg, and that is the registry, and whichever value that you want to go ahead and edit or enumerate, you can still do that from over here. Now if you want to check since how many time the computer is still on, you can just go ahead and type idle time, and you can see it's since 2 hours 26 minutes the user has been idle. That means he has not done anything. If I go ahead and do something like over here, and I have just clicked, and if I go ahead and type the idle time, it's just 2 seconds, because that means the computer did something and went away again. The person came. Now there are a few other things that I would like to teach you, such as going ahead and getting a screenshot using a keylogger, or inserting a keylogger in the person's computer. But that would be it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'll teach you how you can go ahead and insert a temporary keylogger as well as a permanent keylogger, or how you can go ahead and write a keylogger in Python and insert that into your target's computer, and then go ahead and gain all the information that you need about related to either it be a Windows password or any his VMware's password, either it be a Gmail, Facebook, or any of his important accounts password or login credentials, anything. So that would be for this tutorial.